tools. Hey guys, I wanted to stop and give you a little update on what I'm doing in the mornings. I know last week I talked about the gestures and the figure drawings and all the other stuff I'm doing, but I also touched on the random objects that I'm doing, and they're random. They're these toys. They're these little tube toys, and I talked about this a little bit on my blog. They are they're from Safari Limited, and there'll be a link in the description below the video. But they're from Safari Limited. They're historically accurate. They're anatomically accurate, except for the dragons and stuff, because you can't really be anatomically accurate with a dragon. But they are they are educational toys, and I just love them. I just think they're the coolest thing ever. And you can find them in museums. You can find them at the Hobby Lobby. You can find them at Michael's. You can find them all over the place, and I just think they're really cool. And so I have been drawing them, and I've actually been collecting them for years now, and I've been drawing them every morning. And I spend about 10 minutes. Sometimes it's a little longer than 10 minutes, but I just pick one, and I just try to. I dedicate at least 10 minutes to it every morning. I try to. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't beat myself up over missing a day. If I miss a day, I don't beat myself up over it. I just move on. I just come back and start over, because what I find is that once I start beating myself up over missing a day, there's a dragon. I will skip it, and I'll stop doing it altogether. I said, well, I missed it. It's no point going on anymore. I made a commitment to do it every day, and I blew that, so there's no point going on anymore. And the trick, you just got to get up and keep going. You just got to do it again. So let me show you what I have going on here. I have a couple hundred of these things. Here's the sack of the ones that this is the to draw sack. And in this sack, what do we have in here? I have there's the Parthenon. Let me zoom in. There's the Parthenon, an igloo, an old woman hoeing a trench, dinosaur skulls, Native Americans, whales, army men, dragons, polar bears, Leaning Tower of Pisa, more dragons, lions. They're not all tubes. Some of them are just little toys. Deep sea, under the sea fishes. But yeah, I've been collecting these things for a while. That may be a dinosaur turd. I'm not sure. I've been collecting these things for a while, Egyptian stuff, and I just draw one every morning. And then I thought, well, shoot, if I'm drawing one every morning, and I've had a couple of people say, well, can I see it? And so, in order to share it with you, I made this little stage here, this little light stage. Now you can go all over the internet on how to build a light stage for photography, and they'll tell you build a box. They'll tell you, take a box, put some cardstock in it, and then put a light diffuser, anything but wax paper. Put a light diffuser on the sides so that you can put a bright light, and you can put the light on either side and the top and all that other cool stuff. But I thought, for my purposes, all I really need is to be able to show you what I have going on. And so what I did was I took a Blue Moon beer box, and I took it and I just I cut it in a circular pattern right here, and then I took a piece of mixed media paper, it's matte paper, and it's a great big piece, and I just cut it to fit that angle. I taped it down really well all the way around the edges there, and then when I put it down on the ground, when I first did it, everything was fine, but then when I put it down, this part was at an angle up, and it made everything lean and sometimes fall over. So I came back with some soda lids and some liquid nails, and I glued the soda lids down with some liquid nails, and then I put the tape on there just to hold it in place until the liquid nails set up. But I don't really have a reason to remove the tape. So that way I can take and I can set these up however I want to set them up. And maybe that's not what I wanted to do at all. I can, what am I doing? What am I doing? Something's missing. Oh, there. The whole thing's not there. I can take and I can harder than I imagined. I can set that on that stage however I want to, and I can turn the stage however I want to, and I can turn the thing on the stage however I want to, so that I can get the light and I can get the shadow, shorter shadow, longer shadow. I can get whatever I want to, but I want to make sure that I get the lighting. See how if you've got it just right, there's no shadows in the background, so I'm not distracted by any of the other shadows. I only have the one light source shine on. The other light source has a cardstock blocking it from shining on the table, so it's only shining on me. And that way I only get one light source, and I get some pretty good images out of it. And the real beauty of it is that then I can take a picture and I can put the picture online. And I put the picture I put the picture on my website. Where's my website? There's my website. If you go to my website, here's the home page of my website right now. And I talked about this in the blog last week. I mean, I touched on it. But if you go to the website, right here at the top of the website, it says click here for the daily random object drawing challenge. And I don't know if it's a challenge or what, but if you click on that, it takes you to the page where I put a color photo of the tube, TOOB, Safari Limited tube. I put a color photo of the tube, and then underneath that I put a grayscale image to kind of help you see the values in it. Help you if you're just learning to see the shadows. This really helps you see the values, so you can see that this shadow is darker than this shadow, but not as dark as the undercarriage of this tail, which is darker, way darker than the very top part of the back of this tail, which is not as dark as the underside of this wing. It's easier to see that on the grayscale image than it is to see it on the color image. But if you squint, you get kind of the same thing. Anyway, both images are there for you to play with, to practice drawing, painting, whatever you want to do. And then you can see my take on it. This was what I did in my 10-minute session with it this morning. Ran out of time, had to go to work, so that's all you get. But that's okay, because it's not just picking up a pencil, but it's at least picking up a pencil. And I've got more of them on here, and I'm going to try and post them every day. But I'm not going to kick myself if I don't, and I wouldn't expect you to kick yourself if you don't do it every day. But we're going to have that resource available for you as often as we can, as often as we can do so. And if you can't make it to the website every day, sign up to the newsletter. If you come up here to the top of the website and click here where it says newsletter, which there's also a link for that below in the description, you can sign up for the mailing list, and then you get the newsletter, and the newsletter has the images in it. So you can go back and you can just have these delivered to your inbox, and you click on it and it still pulls it up. It's still a full-size thing. So you get the newsletter delivered to your inbox, and you can do it at your leisure, and it has all the images for you to play with, plus everything else. If anybody sends me any images to share, or anything we did on the show, any links to videos or anything else we have on there, those will also be included in the newsletter. But that way, the point of this was to tell you about how we're going about the daily practice, and how I've set it up so that I can share it with you, so that you can participate and you can play along if you want to. If you play along and you post your images someplace, I would appreciate it if you use the tag randomographier. And I'm going to show you that real quick. If you use the tag randomographier, where is that? Here you go. Right here. This is the randomographer. This is the random object randomographer, and I'm not finished with this yet. This at this stage is still kind of like the big sucking t-shirt machine. So I'm not finished with it yet. But right here is randomographer. So if you do this, if you decide to play along with this, tag your put your hashtag on there, hashtag randomographer, so we can shout out and share it. And let's see, we want this camera, and that way you can play along, and we can show everybody else that you're playing along too, and we'll include you in what's on your easel if you want to. But anyway, that's I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to show you the setup. I wanted to show you how much it's just daily practice. It's just something. Spend 10 minutes a day on it. Spend 5 minutes a day on it. Don't spend any time at all. If you don't have time, don't beat yourself up over it. Just come back to it when you get the chance to do it again, and do it as often as you can. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. What are you doing? Let me know in the comment section below. And in the meantime, peace out. Keep art.